Hey, this is Teal from What Would Teal Say Photography. Thank you for tuning in today. We got another story time, but we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna do a color edition. Um, I, this is a pretty cool story time. Um, I I'm this is just simply one of those stories that are just super cool. Um, with photography, I've I've always had, photography always, I mentioned it on a couple episodes back. Photography allowed me to move into spaces that generally I wouldn't be able to move into, and and allow me to meet individuals as well, and have opportunities to affect a small little change. A small ripple in the lake does eventually spread out. And sometimes, as artists, we hope that we're creating good enough work. We hope that we're doing something that impacts people and things of that nature. Sometimes we don't see it um, right away for many different reasons. But when we do get those reasons, when we do find the opportunity, we definitely got to appreciate it. So this one, the story time, I call this the Nurse Project. So I was at my other job, and me being the quintessential photographer that I am, I change out my camera pretty much every other day. This is something that I do. I like shooting all my cameras, and I do not know what to expect during the day. So, one day I might be with my Yashica medium format camera. I might be with my little Sony point and shoot, which I'm currently recording on. The list goes on what I can be using. My other Minolta cameras, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. I like to change it, but from time to time, my cameras are often conversation pieces. So people notice them, and they ask questions, and I answer them. And I guess my enthusiasm, just perks up the room because love talking about photography and cameras. So this one particular day, I had my Minolta X700. I was shooting. I'm trying to remember. I think I was shooting. I want to say I was shooting Street Candy 400 film. Because I heard great things about it, so threw it in my X700, ready to shoot. And the nurse, I started talking to the nurse, it's a camera, boom, boom. And she mentioned that her father was a photographer. I said, "Oh, that's cool. It's great to hear that." And she was like, he wasn't the greatest, but he did enjoy photography. I said, "Oh, that's cool." And she mentioned that she had this camera. So I said, "Oh, cool. Bring it in. Let me take a look at it. Clean it up for you. I'll tell you a little history about the camera. You know." And she brought it in, and at the time, she couldn't recall what the model was of the camera. So she brought it in. I saw a camera. I'm like, I know that camera. But then when she turned around, it was a Minolta, and to be precise, it was a Maxxumm 7000. Pretty much it's an electronic SLR camera. It does majority of the work for you, but it does leave that room for you to put it on manual. Took a look at the camera, and I noticed there was film in the camera. So I cleaned it up, cleaned the lens and everything. Of course, I didn't open the back. There's still a film in there. And I told her, "Hey, there's still film in this camera." She was like, "Yes." And then she gave me a little bit more of a background story, and that story was, her dad went to, I believe it was a Civil War reenactment down in Pennsylvania, and she believed the camera was last used during that time, which happened to be in 1988. In the camera bag, there was a pamphlet in there. So there was the pamphlet was in there. So that's how that's how the time frame. So I was like, wow, it's been some time there. And I said, what do you want me? And she said, she was like, why don't you hold it for a week? Shoot with it, see what you think about it, and go from there. I said, you know what, that's not a bad idea. So I said, what do you want me to do with the roll and the camera? Because when I put fresh batteries, it had 7 shots were already taken. This is a 24 exposure color 200. It was actually I have it right here. It was this sucker right here. There we go, bring it back. But, basically a pharmacy brand, finest 35 millimeter color film, shoot it at 200 ISO. Some may know what it is, some is whatever. Just go with the story. We'll keep going. So she said, shoot the rest of the film out. If you get it developed, it'll be cool to see, if my mom is in that role. I said, all right, cool. I'll take care of it. That day I took it out. That same day, fresh batteries, took it out and started taking pictures with it. And, sometimes old technology is cool, even if it has advanced features in it, it's just the opportunity to just shoot something that goes back. I have fun. I enjoy shooting it. It was a great little camera. So while I'm shooting, I think things happen for a reason. So I just happened to be up at good old Lewiston, New York, making life simple, Niagara Falls, and I go over by the gorge to be exact. And the gorge, you just gotta go there. You ever get the opportunity? I'm gonna just show a picture of this is part of the gorge. This is not the actual gorge, but this is the fishing pier by the Rock of Moses, to be exact. And as I was taking photos, I believe it's a hawk that just happened to fly out. And luckily, the Maxxumm had a 28 to 85 millimeter lens, 3.5 autofocusing lens. So I just went to town. I think it was like 4 frames left that I had. And this hawk just literally just comes out. And I'm like, that's her dad. The absolute, in my heart and spirit, that was supposed to happen the way it did. And I got to the shop, developed the roll, and this is what we got. Yeah, there go the right here. There goes the hawk. There goes the part of the fishing pier. Well, this is not the fishing pier, but this is the running water that comes from the gorge. It also comes from this water also comes from the Niagara waterfalls, the Niagara Falls. So, and it runs through and it goes on to, I believe, Lake Ontario, et cetera, et cetera. Don't quote me. I'm in the ballpark. But this is the photo that I printed for her. And she doesn't know I printed it out. So I'm going to give it to her. I just kind of want to tell the story time of this and the first 10 photos were kaput, and then they're done. There was no saving that. But the photos that I was able to take, majority of them appeared. I'm gonna show a few of them up as we go. Or towards the end, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll definitely put up the photos that survived. But you know what? I want to thank her, for letting me the opportunity to use the camera and just have fun with the camera. I enjoyed it. I had a ball. Definitely do it again. And I love cameras. I enjoy shooting cameras, all types of cameras. Just having a good, fun time with it and learning. That's really what it comes down to. What photographers, artists, what are stories that you have that you're able to create a ripple in the life's universe and do something for someone and use your craft to help them, Have you done anything like that? I'm curious to know. I'm curious to know your answer. Put it down there. Let me know what your thoughts. Let me know what story you have. With that being said, remember, be great. Do something great for someone. That's all I got. Peace.